In this video, we look at a suspension strut top mounting, which is a common wear item on vehicles based on the Volkswagen Group MQB platform, such as the A3, Golf and Octavia. The damper and spring expand and contract millions of times over their lifetime as they absorb the forces generated by the vehicle travelling over different road surfaces, with unmade and damaged roads putting additional stress on these parts. Worn steering and suspension components can cause issues, such as knocking or creaking noises over uneven road surfaces, as well as vague steering, poor handling, and uneven tyre wear. To take out the suspension strut assembly, remove the anti-roll bar link from the strut and the fixing bolt from the hub assembly. Then release the strut assembly from the hub using a suitable suspension lever arm. Lower the vehicle and take out the windscreen plastic panel to reveal the 3 retaining bolts for the strut top mount. Then remove the retaining nuts and the suspension strut assembly. Compress the spring and undo the retaining nut. The suspension unit comprises of a damper unit including a piston protector, the road spring including retaining cups and fixings, and the suspension strut mounting. Unlike most vehicles, the strut top mounts fitted to MQB platform vehicles are not symmetrical, and as such it is vital that the components are precisely aligned with each other. The strut mounting features a groove with which the swivel bearing must be aligned with and inserted into during installation. Upon assembly, ensure any components that are being reused are in a good, serviceable condition and that any road debris are removed. Compress the road spring, align it onto the damper and insert the spring seat into the shock absorber. Slide the piston protector and bump stop onto the damper piston and align the bearing and mounting onto the spring and damper piston. Finally, attach the retaining nut and tighten, then release the pressure from the compressed road spring. Be sure to inspect the assembly before fitting it to the car. Once the suspension strut is reassembled with the new mounting and bearing, it can be fitted to the vehicle, noting the small arrows on the mounting that denote the axis of travel, i.e. forwards and backwards. Tighten all bolts and fixings to the manufacturer's recommended torque settings. After replacing any steering or suspension component, it is advisable to check the wheel alignment against the manufacturer's settings and adjust as necessary. Finally, road test the vehicle to check for correct operation of the suspension and steering.